Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're asking the question, so in this casino discussion, it's going to be foreigners are going to own casinos outright here in Thailand? Let's just get into it. I thought of making this video after reading a recent article from the Bangkok Post, bangkokpost.com. Article is titled "The Ins and Outs of Legal Casinos." Quoting directly, Tip Apa Lim Wichai, a partner at Thai law firm Chandler MHM, said to address concerns about the negative impacts of casinos, the bill imposes strict operational and ownership regulations on casinos and their operators. For example, it prohibits operators from offering online gambling services that are not located on their premises. Quoting further, casino operators must be Thai registered companies with at least 10 billion baht in capital. So note, it would be a Thai registered company, okay, with at least 10 billion baht in registered capital. Let's keep going though. Licenses are valid for 30 years under the proposed, so it would appear under the proposed legislation, with renewal possible for a further 10 years. Quoting further, operators are required to maintain a specific ratio of Thai to foreign employees. So as we've discussed in other videos, especially as it pertains to standard work permits in Thailand, there are ratios of, for example, 4-to-1 Thai to foreign employees. So talking about a ratio sort of thing, unless we're talking about a higher number of Thai employees to foreign, that's not big news, okay? If it just is the usual 4-to-1, well, we've had that since I've ever been here, and it's my understanding it's been in effect for nearly 50 years now, if not definitely a solid 40 years. That said, quoting further, and this is the key point, quote, while the Draft Act does not restrict foreign majority ownership, amendments may be introduced during the legislative process, said Ms. Tip Apa. What's that? I mean, okay, look, for the record, for folks who don't know, I am a naturalized Thai, and I know it sometimes makes especially foreigners angry when they watch this channel that I do, maybe I've drank the Thai Kool-Aid, I've gone native, as they sometimes say, but yeah, this is some serious stuff here. If foreigners are able to own a majority of a Thai casino, I don't see where there's any real benefit at all to Thailand in that kind of setup. I mean, what does Thailand get out of it? As we discussed in other videos, even with, what I imagine was probably pretty creative lobbyist-induced math, they could only come up with the fact that these casinos in an optimal setting are only going to add about 0.8% to Thai GDP, which when you look at it in pure baht or dollar terms, yeah, that's probably a pretty big number. But when you look at it as part of the overall sort of GDP of the country, and then cross-reference that with all of the negative consequences of casinos, it's a hard sell even if these things were going to be Thai-owned. Now we're looking at a scenario where these things are going to be foreign-owned? What's the point of that? The foreigners are just going to get all the benefit. They're going to suck out money from Thailand, frankly, money that's going to... Look, I've worked in the casino industry. I've been on the ground in it. I've dealt blackjack, I've dealt the carnival games, I've dealt craps, I've dealt poker. Poker isn't really like house games, what we call house games. But again, I've been on the ground in the casino pits. I've seen this stuff. People that are not otherwise addicted to gambling or don't know that they're a gambling addict right now will soon find out they're a gambling addict when it legalizes. That's just a fact. When it's illegal, there's a certain kind of person that just won't engage in the activity because it's illegal. And some of those people don't know they're addicted gamblers. When it legalizes, believe me, you find out who's an addicted gambler real quick, and oftentimes it's the least person you'd expect. The other thing that often happens is you see old people, especially lonely old people, a lot of money gets sucked out of those people, because it's a safe place they can go, it's something they can do, they can be entertained. Casinos are, if anything, safe because they're protecting their investment, they're protecting their money. But again, I don't necessarily have, or I can live with certain of those kind of drawbacks, maybe in a scenario where these would be Thai-owned institutions. But where it's going to be foreign-owned, I mean, this is just a recipe for foreigners to just hollow out, our sustenance here in Thailand. I've got real problems with this. If this goes through with a codicil in it that allows foreign majority ownership of a casino in Thailand, I don't see how that benefits Thailand in any way, shape, or form.